Hi again, everybody. I'm Kathy. If you're new to this channel, I'm Kathy, and I'm a channel. I'm an intuitive. In this series, I am channeling the energies depicted in this oracle deck. We're going through it one by one. This is actually video number 3. We have previously channeled the Wise One and the Warrior. Now you'll find it in the playlist. So today we don't know who we're channeling yet. I have the card deck here in front of me, and I've been shuffling them. And let's see who among the angels and ancestors would like to come forward and give us a message of guidance or comfort or wisdom for the season. It is actually we are nearing the winter solstice. We are nearing Christmas. We are nearing the end of the year of 2024. And so, well, perhaps because this video will be timeless, no, you'll watch it whenever you watch it, whenever you find it, whenever it finds you. Uh, Perhaps the message will also be applicable to the time that you will be in. Okay, I feel like it's enough. No, okay, so let's just cut it. I feel like it wants to be spread out as well. Okay, let's pick one and let's look at it together. We picked, oh my gosh, look at that. It says the Knight. Be brave and honest. Be brave and honest. So it's a male figure. I guess the being brave, the being courageous is depicted by the weapon, and then honesty and gentleness. It's balance. It's balancing that strength. It's also depicted in his white cloak, but also maybe the flowers behind him, you know? Okay, so I'll set aside the rest of the cards and we'll just focus in on the energy depicted in this card. Okay. So what usually happens is I'll just go into a space of stillness and silence. Set the intention. You can do that. Also, you can join me as I do that. And then, yeah, if as soon as I receive messages or visions, I will share them and relay them with you. Or sometimes what the energies will do, or the angels and ancestors will do is they speak more directly, and use my vocal cords. But sometimes that's not the way they communicate. Sometimes it's visual. They show it to me or they make me feel it. And so we'll just be open to however this being, this presence wants to communicate. Okay, so we are connecting with the Knight. And the message is to be brave and honest. Okay, let's just get to our space of stillness and silence. And just settling in our seat, taking long, deep breaths. If you also want on your own to connect with this energy, you can join me. Just creating a safe and sacred space to welcome the energy of the Knight depicted within this oracle card. asking this energy to come forward to give us a message of guidance, of wisdom, of comfort. So I'm hearing it more. I'll just say it. He's come forward to give a message of courage. He wants me to describe his energy. It is very masculine, but it is in a gentle, it has a gentle masculine energy. It's not that domineering, heavy masculine energy. You know it's masculine, you know it has strength, but it's like a quiet, gentle strength. Um, it's also saying the word balance, like the energy is much more balanced. And there is like a not just balance, but also very secure, in his being. And he's also saying he comes with this twin weapon, the sword, which is like a physical, more we connect it more to a physical um protection, a physical weapon or tool for protection, but also the rose that is depicted here is more a metaphysical tool. And they both can signal beginnings and endings, but they are tools that you can use yourself now to create beginnings and endings. And so he's saying they're both tools of empowerment. So he's saying the sword, it symbolizes any tool that allows you to change course, to end what needs to end. It allows you to separate from what you need to separate from. You know? It allows you to free yourself. And it allows you to take action where it's necessary. It helps embolden you to know that you have this tool. But also, on the other hand, he's saying the rose, the more metaphysical tool, it's also necessary. It is the tool that you need for your um, like inner world. It in in a way, this rose, what he's saying that it's the way it opens and closes. It can be a portal also um, that you can go through, no, or that symbolizes change, transition, things that have to end or begin. He's also bringing them together to say that they both, in a way, symbolize some pain or some difficulty, some challenge involved in process of transformation, in the process of change, you know. He's also saying that this is very much related to how the masculine, the traditional masculine energy um, reacts to change, you know, or impending change, or resistance to change. That's why there's pain involved when you think of a sword, or when you think of any weapon. There is some blood spilled, you know, so there's some difficulty, there's some pain involved, there's some grief involved. Um, and also with the rose, no matter how beautiful the rose is, you can't get away from the thorns that is attached to this beautiful, magical flower. And so he's saying this, it's a way, a lesson, also a highlighting of the necessity of the divine feminine counterpart, right? Or the feminine energy counterpart. Although he's saying there are transitions in the feminine counterpart um, that also requires, you know, or also has to go through some pain and grief. He's very much saying like childbirth, you know. But the energy within the divine feminine also has some gentleness to it. There's something much more organic and non-resistant, you know, about it. And this is where he says the balance comes in, you know, one of the first words that he mentioned. Um, Transitions are necessary for evolution. And they may or may not be painful. The ease of which we go through them will be determined by our acceptance and openness to these changes. And so this is why the words brave and honest are also involved in this card. It requires honesty to know and recognize when something is ending, that something new needs to begin. But at the same time, to go through this transition period, to bridge the end and the new beginning, it requires courage. It requires courage. That he's there, he's present to say that we are capable. that the energy he brings is this, this courage to go through the transition, this clear-eyed honesty to recognize where these changes need to happen in our life. And like this, also the strength and the honesty and the perseverance to go through this transition phase. He's saying he refers to this transition of change both in our collective experience as soul group, no? Also in individual experiences, wherever you are in your life, that you find this video. This is the energy that he is transmitting or gifting you with. This certainty that you will survive this change, that you will survive this transition, and that there is growth and evolution on the other side. Any person can claim strength while staying the same, but it's only the true and brave knight who can face transitions, who can face evolution, who can look at himself honestly and say, this does not serve me anymore, and I need to change and shift. I need to redirect. Nothing, he's saying nothing is more painful than admitting I have been on the wrong path. And so the flip side is nothing is more courageous than changing the path that you have been on and invested in for a long time. And so he's saying like he's blessing you with his courage. And he's blessing you with his wisdom and the perseverance to forge ahead, create a different path, or go into a different direction. And also a direction that is unknown to us, unfamiliar to us previously. And he's saying that this going on a quest, almost like a quest. And the end result is not really determined and known. It requires the constitution of a true knight. It requires the constitution of a soldier, of a knight. He's saying maybe not the soldier, the knight is really more, the word knight is more resonant because the knights really serve a much higher purpose, and not only like man-made purposes. He's saying a knight is always connected to uh, like divine purpose, very much ahead of their time, and very much connected to um, what is holy, what is spiritual, what is divine. saying that he leaves us. He leaves us with all the gifts that he's given us today. And he's saying in a way it's apt because this is happening very close to the end of the year as we know it. The end of the year as we know it. We kind of mark uh, late December as the end of the solar year. It's not the way other traditions see or count or view their calendar, but for a lot of the people now, this is how they see December, right? It's the end of a calendar year, end of um, a cycle, as modern man has um, traditionally counted days and months and years. And he's repeating that whenever this message, this video, and this energy finds you, that's when you need it. That's when you need it. That's when you can benefit the most from the gifts that he is transmitting and sharing through this message. And I feel like it ends there. I kind of feel him fading, saying thanks, and fading. And that's it. We have channeled the energy of the night. I hope that helps you. And I hope you join me again when we pick another one of the angels and ancestors um, in this deck. No? Bye.